Can bring you a bit of showbiz now with some pop royalty, Westlife. They're big, but do you know quite how big?
Here's a statistic for you. They have had 14 #1 singles here in the UK, a record matched by Sir Cliff Richard, no less, who's been around a little longer than they have.
And that's not all.
I have a dream. Can't believe that I'm the fool again. Just you and I'm never gonna say goodbye. The courage to show, to letting you know this love is unbreakable. It's unmistakable.
It's a bit of an honour, I think, more than anything else.
So I have to say a big thank you to London.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
When you come around, yeah, that's what I found out, honey. What am I do without you? I was hard to know. You never told me.
There you go, all facts and figures there, and I think the one that we're proudest of, and I'm sure you are, all started here on London Tonight.
That's right.
Absolutely, yeah.
Our first big break.
It's all because of you.
It's true, though. It's one of our first.
Some people might say.
You're back because you're touring again at the O2 in May, and this time, Cian, you're taking the wife.
That's right, yeah. My wife is in a new girl band who myself and Louis Walsh are managing, and their first kind of official thing to do will be supporting Westlife on tour, so it's all very, very exciting.
So you've got two jobs on the night. You've got a manager's hat and a performer's hat.
That's right, yeah.
Which is the easiest?
The manager's hat is quite easy because, you know, they're a new band and they listen, and then, you know, the performance hat, you know, we've been doing that for a very long time, and it's very exciting, obviously, to get up on the stage still and you know, sing your songs to an audience that continue to sing your songs back to you. So it's a very, very exciting tour this year.
You say you've done it all before, but I've been doing a little bit of reading up, and I understand that you think this is quite different. The new album, Where We Are, has been put together after you've had a break, that you're more mature, that you moved on. What can your real die-hard fans expect to be different this time?
Well, actually, our tours are quite different to how people would normally see us, say, on a promotional performance on TV or whatever. I mean, the best way to describe it is that it's a fully rounded tour. It's got a lot of up-tempo. It's got the slow movements, of course, that people would expect. It's the other bits that people don't expect, the explosions, the kind of flying gadgets, the kind of more high-octane element of it all.
The dancing.
The dancing. If you would actually believe that we actually do move.
I hope you've been rehearsing.
We do more than the stand-up and everything.
You know, stand up every now and again, you know.
So when the key change comes and you get to...
We did that joke last time.
I'm doing it again now.
I was watching it yesterday. I heard you saying that joke as well.
Nikki, you've had a year off to come to this tour. What was that kind of experience of spending time with friends and family brought to the performance element when you come back?
Well, I think it's brought back any probably hunger that we you know, maybe let slip, you know, coming towards the end of the 10 years that we had. I mean, we had a year off then, so this is our 11th or maybe 12th year coming back into it. So yeah, I think 10 years straight, 9 albums in 10 years, what we did originally. And I think, you know, at the end of that, we needed a break. Some of us had families, some of us just needed to get away, travel the world. So the year was great because, you know, it allowed us to do all of that, but having the safety net of coming back to make an album, you know, which is obviously the latest album. And then when we came back to make that, it was all about starting fresh with new producers, new writers, going to America, working with the likes of Ryan Tedder from One Republic, Sam and Louis. Sam used to be in a band called Colour Me Bad. So we had a lot of fun making this album, and now we're obviously touring it, which is great.
It is all about fun for you guys now, because as you said before, you don't need to carry on. You could sit on your laurels and retire peacefully to the wilds of Ireland and never do anything again, couldn't you?
Well, I mean, maybe financially it's a fair point, but we do need to carry on for our sanity and our happiness, you know. We really enjoy it, and I think that we would be very unhappy people if we just went home and lived in a kind of big house and done nothing every day. You know, we definitely benefit in many ways, but the way we benefit more than anything is that we enjoy it so much, you know.
Shane, a lot of people will have seen you the other night performing with Boyzone at the Stephen Gately tribute. How was that? Because it must have been an amazing night and a performance for the fans to see the two groups together, but how was it for you guys?
It was great. It was a kind of a happy moment but a sad moment, you know. It was something that I suppose we've always wanted to do. I think both of us have talked about it on numerous occasions, like when are we going to end up singing together. You know, we didn't think it'd be after Stephen and everything that happened last year, so it was great in one way, but it was sad, you know. It was a weird moment in a way, but It was brilliant. You know, we enjoyed it. The fans enjoyed it. Everybody seems to be talking about it. So it was obviously a nice version, and no matter what, is obviously probably their biggest hit. So it was an honour to sing on it too.
Even now, Stephen's death mustn't have sunk in, presumably.
It's never going. It's never going to sink in. It's always.
It'll never make sense. It'll never.
Yeah.
You know, guy to die at 33 years of age. You know, it just doesn't make sense. And we all, even in the documentary, we said that, or the tribute, we said that. You know, where you were when you heard the news, and you got to commend the Boyzone lads for what, you know, for how they've stuck together and made the album and used the kind of vocals that he did before he died on the new record and stuff. And it was #1, so hats off to them. Like, it's been
I
good.
think it's a typical example of you don't know what you have till it's gone, you know, as well.
Certainly watching at home, the excitement of when you guys perform with Boyzone seemed to be extraordinary. Is there any chance that you might do it again? There might be further ventures together?
I think it was a special moment for a very, very unusual occasion. I think, you know, it's best to kind of leave it in that vein rather than kind of, you know, moving it on and doing something more and more. You know, I think...
you never know, though. You never know. Something might come up again.
You never know.
It's very enjoyable.
It certainly was, people watching at home. Thank you, guys. Listen, it's lovely to have you back in our studio.
You got to come down to the O2, aren't you guys? With
Love
us.
to.
Absolutely.
Front row.
Screening
Front row.
Front row tickets for you.
Lovely to see you. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you.
Cheers.
The lads from Westlife talking to us just a little earlier. And can I just say that it wasn't me that made a comment about the